me hear you if you're ready for episode 6. Let me hear you.
Whoa.
Who's
you're
ready?
All cheering. My God.
Woo!
Our live studio audience is going absolutely buck wild,
Yeah.
but they're not mic'd, so you can't hear it, unfortunately.
A very quiet live studio audience.
Very quiet studio audience.
It's just what we like over here.
Exactly what we like. Welcome back to Small Talk the Pod.
Yes. Was that to me or the audience?
Honestly, both. It's been quite a while since we
It feels good to be back.
podded.
Yeah. It's been a while since we hit the pod.
Since we talked small on the pod.
We've been talking huge the last couple weeks, guys, but we're back to talk small.
Absolutely massive.
Welcome back to Small Talk the Bones. All right.
Small Talk the Bones. That's a little reference for our true fans. So if you don't get Small Talk the Bones, head on back to episode probably 1, and then episode 2 and 3 and 4, and maybe all of them.
Even if you're not actively watching it, like, leave it open just while you do something else.
Turn
Have it
autoplay.
autoplay.
Let it keep going.
Well, not all the way off, just like pretty low.
Yeah, exactly. The algorithm loves that.
Yes, thank you.
The algorithm loves knowing that you're listening.
Yeah.
And so do we.
Do you guys remember when Justin Bieber did that for, what was that song? Honey? Gooey? Yummy.
Honey gooey yummy.
You got that honey gooey yummy.
Oh,
Yeah.
girl, you've got that yummy. Yeah.
So he was putting on
Correct.
Instagram like, hey everyone, let's try and get yummy or gooey or smelly to number 1.
Or smelly.
And he was like, here's the instructions on how to do it. And it was like hit play, make sure you have the autoplay turned on. Lower the volume, but not all the way. And let's get yummy to number 1.
That's crazy of him.
Yeah, and then there's like the pictures of, he was posting pictures of like infants, right? Was that part of the marketing campaign for Yummy? Yeah, it was weird.
Don't know about that.
Oh, I wish we had
Don't know about that.
wish we had a laptop to fact check.
You want me to fact check Yummy?
Yummy
Yummy children?
promo.
You want me to Google Yummy children?
Gotcha.
Justin Bieber? Wow, my laptop is no longer functional, and those are sirens.
All good.
Anyway,
Enough about Yummy.
Enough about Yummy. But related to infants, actually.
Yeah.
You might have heard a sweet little voice at the end of our intro music just now. That was Gabe when he was just 3 years old. No, I'm just kidding. That is great friend of the pod. That's my
great baby friend of the pod.
My sweet friends have an amazing little daughter. She is so precious. Her name is Jameson. Shout out Jameson. Shout out Blakely and Josh. You made a cool child who loves our podcast. Yeah. Please don't let her listen to our podcast, but
Yeah, she can listen up to here. All right.
Fuck.
So politics.
Curse words and I love that we said yummy children before we even gave the disclaimer.
Actually, Jameson, don't listen to that part either.
Don't listen to any of it. Hey, Blakely, please don't let Jameson hear this episode.
Okay, we're going to put the number on the screen where if you're a child, stop listening. That number, oh my, that was pretty low.
A few seconds before we even started.
Yeah.
All right, so we wanted to start off.
Like we always do. Artificial intelligence.
Because I think you guys keep forgetting that this is a tech podcast.
Yeah, I don't know why you think you're going to get jokes. I don't know why you turned it on in the morning on your commute to work. No.
This is not funny.
This is serious stuff.
It's for babies, and it's about AI.
Well, it was for babies up until, once again, this point.
At this point.
Now it's tech and business. But I want to talk about artificial intelligence because I think a lot of people are scared that, like, they're coming for our jobs.
Yeah.
But when you look at something like this, I don't think there's any way a robot could do it. And if they could,
they should try.
Kudos. Yeah.
They should try.
I challenge you.
Hey, robot, please do my job.
I challenge any robot to try and make a podcast.
With their siblings. Whoa. Yeah. Already got you beat.
Robots don't have families.
Yeah.
I learned that from The Matrix. We watched The Matrix the other day in theaters.
But they were kind of a family, weren't they?
Okay, wait. That was a bad example.
But, I did like it.
Yeah?
I also love that we got to see The Matrix in theaters.
Yeah, in
that
Dolby.
Was so cool. In Dolby. It was loud.
Yeah. Whoa.
There was sound. There were, parts where you could hear sounds behind you. Horrifying.
And you turn around, it's just someone eating popcorn. You're like, darn it.
I love cinema. Cinema is back. What was it that your friend told you about AI? Because I know the big fear is the robots will take our jobs.
Right. And I think to everyone that is scared that AI is coming for their job, don't fear.
Don't fear.
Because Kira from grad school said, as I quote, maybe AI can just replace all jobs. So we're free to frolic in the fields forever. Now that doesn't sound so bad.
I kind of love the idea.
Like, why are we so scared that we're going to work less?
When I really think about it, when I really think about why I was put on this earth, it was not to work.
No.
I do not dream of labor. Dream job? Absolutely not. No, dream no job.
So is it really bad that AI is coming for our jobs? Like,
I'd love
we
it.
should welcome it.
I just would love to still have an income, you know?
Well, okay, maybe there can be like an AI reparations bill where it's like, if
I
AI
don't know.
took your job, the
You
state will
may be
pay you.
entitled to financial compensation.
You get like a monthly stipend because, you've been impacted by it.
It could work.
And you're free to frolic.
I would love to frolic.
Shout out to
I think
Kira.
about frolicking 4 times an hour.
4 times a week.
An hour. Every 15 minutes? Yeah.
Yeah. 2 hours.
This is also a math and science podcast.
Right. Yeah,
I kind of love the
science.
idea of math, science, AI, of course.
Your favorite
technology.
STEM cast. Small talk the bones, baby.
Small talk the bones. That's a good bit. I don't think anyone thinks that's as funny as we do, though. Small talk the bones is hilarious.
But I do think, just to kind of button up that point, like, why are we so scared that AI is coming for our jobs? If you look at, like, everyone's been talking about it, Sora. It's this, like, AI, it's like, the, like, ChatGPT, you, like, type in, like, hey, how's it going? And a robot answers.
Yeah.
So you basically put in, like, make a short film where, I don't know, the main character has a balloon for a head, and he lives in a completely human world, and it does it. And it's terrifying.
It makes a short film.
Yeah. No, it's done.
Terrifying.
Yeah, I was watching some crazy ones last night with Harry. Shout out to Harry. And
Wow.
it's like, it's unbelievable. It's like white Labrador, like playing in the snow, smiling. And then you get a very hyper-realistic
Does it, like,
dog.
smile with human teeth?
Yeah.
That would be so good.
Dog with human molars.
Oh. Ew.
No, okay, I
Wow.
joke too much about this being an AI podcast, but I do want to back away from it. But, like, it's crazy what it can do.
It's so true. I would love to say really quickly that I love the precedent that we've set for ourselves on this podcast of anytime we mention someone that we know in our real lives, or not, someone we don't know personally,
the
any
Pope.
other living human being, we say shout out and their name.
To.
Like, I'll give another one real quick. Shout out again, Blakely. Shout out Josh. Shout out Jameson. Thank you for letting us use your child's tiny little voice.
That was literally 3 in 1.
It was so good. I just want to make sure that we've thanked the child.
Yes.
I love her so much. She sent me a vlog the other day.
Oh, wow.
Of my friends moved to Texas because they hate me, and so they sent me a vlog that her daughter made of her showing me her new toy ice cream truck.
Oh.
It was unbelievable.
And what'd you think?
It was unbelievable. I'm honestly pretty sure she said, "Hi, welcome back to my channel." So,
oh, she's got it
where
down.
are the million subs?
Yeah.
They're coming. They're on their way.
So, like, did you get a peek at, like what is she selling? Like, what are...
Yeah, so she is sponsored
what are her business
by...
margins?
She is sponsored right now by SeatGeek.
Oh, wow.
She has... Yeah.
That's a hard sponsor to pull.
But she's got it.
That's...
Yeah.
We got to talk, because this is a business podcast. The next audio
at the end of the next podcast is going to be SeatGeek is a great app. And it'll be in Jameson's voice.
Yeah.
We're talking about tech.
Yeah.
We're talking about our friends. I wanted to introduce something new for us today.
Okay.
If you're interested.
Let me hear it.
We have an Instagram account.
Right.
Are you familiar?
With Instagram or our account? Because neither would be the right answer.
Great. So
I'm
Instagram
off the grid.
is a great app that instantly
Grandma?
I was gonna say
Grandma, is
photograph,
that you?
but that's not.
Photogram.
What is the gram? It's a photogram.
It's like a telegram.
It's a telegram.
Instantaneous
It's
telegram.
an instant telegram. So on Instant Telegram, both you and I, separately and together, have Instagram accounts.
Right.
And we decided collectively, breaking the fourth wall a little. He knows what I'm talking about, even though I'm introducing it as a brand new concept. We asked our followers on Instagram and our followers individually to ask us some stuff on Instagram, or to just say things that they want to hear us talk about.
A prompt, if you will.
A prompt, maybe.
Or wait, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, whoa.
Whoa,
good
that
idea.
sounds so cool, right?
Nice. That's like pretty engaging. I like a good interactive bit.
I think it could be pretty cool.
That's fun.
You, if I'm understanding this correctly, have not looked at these.
No, I haven't looked at them.
I've got some good questions here from some of our friends.
Oh,
so
yes.
you know, of course, there's going to be some more shout-outs happening.
Always. That's all we do here.
I would love for this to be like a consistent thing. Like, I literally want us to have people email us or like text us things they want to hear us talk about, because I love feedback. I love
think
it so much.
Comedy advice and just like comedy self-help.
Comedy advice?
Yeah. Where it's like if we just hop on like Yahoo Answers.
As like a theme.
Yeah.
I thought you meant you want people to give us comedy advice.
Oh,
that I was gonna say
that
would hurt my
scares
feelings.
me. Yeah.
That would be
not
terrible. No.
I don't want any advice.
No. As a joke, I was gonna say, like, give us your like questions, comments, and insults. But I think not enough people would know that I'm joking, and it might just be abusive to be funny.
Questions, comments, insults.
Yeah. Mostly we're looking for you to just tear us down.
Come on, punch us in the head. Come
really,
on.
like, make it count.
Yeah, make it hurt.
Make it hurt.
Let's hear it.
For legal purposes, that was a joke. I actually don't want anyone to be mean to me ever. Thank you.
Yeah.
Moving right along. Our first question is from a great friend of ours, friend of the pod, Casey.
Nice.
Shout out, Casey.
There we go.
Casey said, "What celebrity do you think would make a good president?"
Oh, God.
Which I love. Love as a question. Like, so good. My first thought, of course, you know, everyone's like, President Beyonce. Beyonce for president.
Yeah,
like,
they do be saying that.
They do. So,
yes, President Beyonce. This ain't Texas, this is a White House. Thank you.
This ain't DC. Like, obviously, great choice, right? But I'm also like, who actually...
who could run a proper country?
Who could run a proper country? You know what I mean?
Who do you think?
Oh man, I immediately went fictional. I was like, I wanted...
Wait, fictional will be part 2. You cannot start with fictional.
I'm sorry, my brain went to Succession. It was not good. I do apologize for that.
Yeah, never start with fictional. Both a rule for podcasting and just in everyday life. Never start with fictional.
Okay.
Always.
Wow, he really came for the Delulu girlies.
Always fictional second.
Fictional second, reality first. God, that's why life is so hard.
Wait, what was your answer?
I was gonna say it might be funny. Oh. It could be funny if Kendall Roy was the president.
And how so?
If we just...
He's killed a man.
Okay, spoilers, major Succession.
If you haven't watched Succession at this point, stop watching this podcast. You have other content to watch first.
I mean, watch all the episodes of our podcast. It'll go really quick. And then...
Once again, leave it on in the background. Super low volume.
Very low volume. And then in the other room, while that's happening, you can go listen and watch.
Or if you're wearing, like, Apple Vision Pro goggles. Like, put ours, put it in the corner, and then get Succession.
Can you do that?
I think so.
Is that...
I think so.
The best tech podcast ever.
It's so good.
We're just guessing at how
we're just as clueless as you guys. We really don't.
Guessing.
No, I've heard there's just quick side note. I've heard there's people who like purchase the expensive goggles and just don't have a TV anymore because you can watch like different things in different windows. I guess it eliminates the need for a TV.
They're turning us into the people from WALL-E.
Yeah.
We're going to have the little hover chairs, and we're going to have all our little screens in front of us.
You could start getting out of our Cybertrucks.
I'm loving the sound effect you're doing for that.
Well, the sound effect...
Audio-only listeners are going to have no clue what's going on.
So I'm pinching my thumb and index finger together. That's what you do on the Apple Vision Pro goggles.
Have you ever accidentally tried to zoom in on, like, paper? Or, like...
Never. And I hope that never happens to me, Brooke.
Okay. Yeah, I mean...
Hey, I have a question.
That'd be crazy.
Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, sure has. Gabe, I'll sometimes dabble with like
Trying to zoom in.
digital art, and on the app Procreate, if you make a mistake, you can double tap and undo it.
Okay,
I've
that
tried
makes
to do
sense.
that on many other apps.
That
I've
makes
tried
more
to double
sense.
tap. Or I've done like
I'm picturing graph paper. I don't know why this is the only paper.
graph paper.
Like you're
It's the
just
only
on
paper.
graph paper and you're like, come on. Oh, sorry. But yeah, that's Anyway, so
Sucks.
Kendall Roy.
Anyway, Kendall Roy
President
for president.
Kendall.
Whoa. I just think we're already at a point where it wouldn't even make much of a difference.
I don't know if a celebrity could be president. Like I was watching that show Celebrity Apprentice the other day, and I was like, how could anyone on this show run the country? Like that would be ridiculous.
Because they're celebrities and business people and not.
And then I come back.
Politicians.
Guys, I am so sorry.
Hey, we just fact check our previous statement.
We just found out.
We just found out something crazy. Well, I mean, like.
So Ronald Reagan was an actor.
Stop. I would like.
And this is a real human.
I was gonna say something, but he's not American.
Oh, I thought of something horrible.
Because they have to fit the. I'm so sorry.
Over
to cut you off.
35
Over
American.
35 American.
Or born in America.
True.
I was gonna say Julia
what are the
Louis
other-
Dreyfus, but I think that's just because I saw Veep,
That.
and I loved Veep.
Maybe she could do it. Maybe she learned enough.
Hey, she was the
in
vice
that,
president in that show.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe
Andrew Garfield.
Oh, love that. He's British, Gabe.
Oh shit. And he's like 40, right?
Yeah, and I don't like how
Agar?
you said I don't like how you said that.
No, he's like so old.
You know what I have on my laptop since I have it here?
Yeah,
Actually,
no.
I don't know if I'm ready to dox myself with that.
But just between you and me, that's how I knew he was almost 40.
But he's on the list.
Separate episode.
He's on the list.
Notes app reveal 100K, guys.
Oh my god.
We will have no privacy barriers at 100,000
Notes app
subscribers.
reveal would be hysterical, but also deeply
Notes app
disturbing.
reveal, search history reveal.
No. I just searched Justin Bieber yummy promo.
Okay, maybe not search history, guys. That was a little too much.
You know what I actually think is really funny and a really good like way to show what someone is about is to look at what tabs they have open in their Safari on their phone. Kills. It kills.
Mine is it always goes back to this, but I always have this tab open. It's the Meta AI image generator. You just never know when you're like, I need to know what like a hyper realistic giraffe and dog mixture looks like, and then I can always just have it there.
AI.
And I think I have like the tennis rankings. I was watching this guy. I'm like, who is this young tennis player?
Yes.
I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Who is this young man?
What I love about tennis is it tells you like how much they've made in the calendar year, how much they've made in their career, how much they make from singles matches, doubles matches. Tennis players are wealthy.
Damn.
Like, if you're a parent, as we have a lot of parents who listen to the show, get your kid into tennis. So anyway. I can't say Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield could not be the president. The one I was going to say was Elton John. I think he'd be a great president.
Why are we only picking people that can't be it?
We're picking British people, or I'm picking old people.
Well, I'm picking old people.
Andrew Garfield is not old. He's perfect. Just the way he is.
I'd say...
He's neither old nor young. He's just right.
If you're over 34, I hate to break it to you, but...
Wow. I'd like to formally apologize for the elders. On behalf of the elders. The elderly community. Hey, maybe that's a good segue into... So I recently,
what could this be a segue into?
I recently turned 27.
Oh, yes.
And
1 year closer.
Gabe.
To being 34.
Oh my god. I don't need to be 34.
No one does. Let's be clear.
No one does. I actually think we should just skip it altogether. I've actually already decided, and this is related to where I'm going. Stay with me. I've decided already because I love a themed birthday. I decided as of last year that I love a themed birthday.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm not going to turn 30 ever.
And how?
I think I'm
May I
gonna
ask
do a
how?
29th
And how?
I think I'm
May I
gonna
ask
do a
how?
29th birthday, and the next year will be a 31st birthday.
So you'll just take a year off of
Take a year off.
no parties, no celebration?
No, I think the year that... But then, here's the thing. I'd have to... No. I'm gonna have a party. It's just instead of me saying this is my 30th birthday party, it will be my 31st birthday.
So you're...
And everyone will be like, weren't you just
29?
No, I don't know.
Now you're
about
30.
that.
So now you're
31,
trying to be...
Then I'll have to double a birthday. So I'll be 31. Then I think I'll turn 32. I'll still be 31, right?
Yeah.
But the birthday will be 32.
Birthday's 32.
Because then I think I can do 32 too.
Oh.
And so my 33rd birthday will actually be... No, sorry. My actual 32nd birthday will be...
32 too.
32 2. Like 32 squared. It'll be like double.
I
The
say...
year 2 of 32.
Hold on to that secret as long as you can.
Okay.
And maybe like
I
44.
should like announce it on a podcast that all our friends
No.
listen to. Okay, great.
Like,
Yeah.
like 40, somewhere in your 40s, be like, guys, I know some of you were, you had your suspicions. I skipped my 30th birthday. I'm turning 45 again this year. And then everyone's like,
Wow.
what? Are you kidding me?
You know what? Maybe when I'm turning 45, because that feels midlife crisis-y, maybe when I'm turning 45, I can actually then backtrack and have my 30th. You know?
That's a
Once
good
I'm
confidence
in my 40s,
booster.
then it's like, I can be 30.
Yeah.
Now I can be 30. As a 27-year-old currently, and I'm sure as a 29-year-old, I'm not going to want to turn 30.
No.
I can turn 31.
Back to Andrew Garfield. There's a whole song about it in that musical.
Yeah.
Tick, tick,
39,
boom.
3090.
What can
Incredible.
you do?
What can you do?
President Garfield. Wait. New answer.
Garfield.
We started with real, now the fictional character. Garfield the cat. Who, by the way, they're making a movie about Garfield. Did you know that?
Yeah.
And there's already a song.
I've seen the poster.
Have you heard the song?
No, I don't want to hear it.
Oh my! Snoop Dogg's in it,
I don't want to hear it.
and
I've never wanted anything less.
it's either Luke Bryan or Luke Combs.
Both great guys. Here's a little confession. Love country music.
I think it's Luke Combs.
A lot of people will hate me for that. I love country music.
My
Luke
biggest
Combs
controversial take.
especially.
Sorry, my second biggest controversial take.
You know what
Country music.
you know when people are like, I'll listen to anything except country. You know what I mean?
I don't like that.
I'm just like, calm down.
Well,
Y'all ever heard the Fast Car cover that Luke Combs did? Oh my god.
you ever hear him in the Garfield movie with
Y'all-
Snoop?
Y'all ever heard I will
With
be
Snoop
fact checking
Lion?
this. Hold on. Snoop Dogg.
No, but I think at least with country music, because I feel like in high school I was like, oh, I haven't really given. Oh my.
Gabe, it's
Oh,
neither.
I was wrong.
It's neither. It's not a Luke. It's a Keith.
Keith Urban and Snoop Dogg teamed up on this Garfield track.
Man, I
And
have
it's really
such a
good.
Keith Urban story, but for privacy reasons, I don't think I can tell it.
Oh yeah.
But it is about a time when I saw Keith Urban. I was like, "Who's this guy? I think he's Keith Urban or something." That cowboy hat.
And
It was
sure-
actually Keith Urban. I had to speak to him like a moment later. It was very funny. I said it to my coworkers, and then he walked up, and I was like, "Oh hey, oh it's so good. Oh hi, good morning."
Right.
It was pretty funny.
Ah.
I told the story. I did well.
Yeah, that was good. There was no privacy leaked.
No leak.
No, none.
No leak. Although I do love censoring things on the podcast.
That's true.
So it could be fun if I were just to like dox him.
But
We
I
definitely
think
will.
back to the country music because there's something else on our agenda.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and build the bridge to Terabithia here, but I think that with country music, I think not liking country
Famously,
music.
not the best bridge.
Yeah.
Famously, a very rickety bridge.
Well,
There was a death.
and this is gonna be a very
Spoiler.
rickety transition because
Let's hear
if you
it.
don't like country music, you probably haven't given it a chance. Is my guess. I think it's a very immature thing to be like, oh, I love all music, oh, just not country. Okay, give it a chance.
Grow up.
Like, is it my favorite genre? Am I listening to it every day? No. Are there good country songs? Did Cruise by Florida Georgia Line and Nelly
Yes.
remix change my life? Yeah.
Yeah. Did last night we let the liquor talk? Did we?
That's always playing in my head.
It is.
And I don't drink often.
Last night.
But when I do.
He's right. He's correct.
I think that as immature as it is to say that you hate country music, it is equally immature to say that you're a picky eater.
Oh, that's a good transition.
Boom. Bridge to Terabithia.
Man, that was the bridge to Terabithia. I do think if I took one step onto that bridge, I would collapse.
You'd fall through.
Yeah.
If you are over the age of 20 say that you're a picky eater, you cannot be in your 20s and a picky eater.
So
I'm looking directly at someone I know, and he knows it's him. I'm sorry, we used to be roommates.
Whoa, that could be anyone.
Could be anyone.
Could be anyone. It could be our father.
But you had a specific thing about picky eating.
I did have a thing about picky eating. Recently, Gabe and I went to a Clippers game. I'm gonna whisper that because we are
censor ourselves. Yeah. No, we were there to support friends.
We got to go before the game to see Gabe's friends do a podcast live, which was amazing. Congratulations to them. Give them a little shout out.
Yeah, so my friends that were supporting at the Clipper game, grew up in the heart of LA. Their names are James Harden and Paul George.
Do you know how many times I've almost done a spit take in this podcast?
Good. That's always the goal.
I always want to have a coffee with me, but then I'm always about to
if there's not coffee all over the rug.
Absolutely ruin everything. But anyway,
the Toto Cheeto podcast we're supporting.
Toto Cheeto
they had a live show at the Staples Center. Amazing stuff.
So cool.
That's insane.
Yeah,
they're big time. Congrats. Shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
The biggest shout out of today. Actually, second biggest behind Jameson.
Thank you, Jameson. Shout
Toto
out Jameson
Cheeto
again.
podcast.
And Toto Cheeto podcast. So we went to their live show, and one of their hosts was talking about how when he was a kid, he would never put anything on his tacos, that he would just put the meat. Like just the tortilla and the meat. Mm-hmm. And he said that it was like shameful to be, he called it a con nada kid, like with nothing. Yeah.
I'm on Duolingo.
He's on Duolingo. They stopped sending me notifications because they stopped listening.
Yeah, the 306 day streak. There's two kinds of people, man. You know, are you gonna grind? Are you gonna grind and overcome?
Are you a Brooke or are you a Gabe when it comes to Duolingo?
Are you a rookie?
So he was talking about, not wanting anything on his tacos, and then he grew up and realized how wonderful they were.
Yes.
I also think I was fairly picky as a kid. But more than that, I just know, what I like. And I wasn't like, I don't need to, go out of my way and, risk not liking something.
Sure.
If I know exactly what I'm about.
Yeah.
And, I guess it's not being a picky eater, but it's the opposite of an adventurous eater. It's just, a safe eater. You know? I'm not I will not eat these things, but I'm not going out of my way to try stuff.
Yeah.
If presented with trying new foods, always.
I think there's something beautiful about that because you have conviction with your pickiness.
Thank you.
And I think that's different. Let me just be clear. Allergies, dietary restrictions.
That is true.
That is not what I'm talking about here.
Actually, this is not news to anyone that knows us personally, but to maybe some listeners of the podcast who might not know us personally. Which, if there are any of you, hi, welcome, shout out to you.
Thanks so much.
But
we really appreciate. We got a laptop.
We got a laptop because of you. Gabe and I both have some pretty stinky food allergies. Mm-hmm. We hate them.
Pretty severe.
But there was a night when I was living in San Francisco. I went to my aunt's house in Berkeley to have dinner, and I told her she wanted to order Szechuan food, and I told her I don't really eat spicy food. This was in 2016.
Back when it was okay to not like spicy.
Right, I was a kid. I was little back then. And I told her I don't really like spicy food, and she set me straight. She said, Brooke, you can't have food allergies and also not eat spicy food. You can't keep limiting yourself in those ways. And you know what? She was right.
She was right.
Now I love spicy food. I can eat it. I'm fine. I lived in Asia for a year, and I was the happiest I've ever been. But enough about that.
Yeah. With spicy foods, my threshold is the Trader Joe's Takis. Yeah. That's famously my ceiling for spice. But, Brooke's a living proof that you can always overcome.
You can. You can be born in a little white Jewish family and move to Korea and
eat spicy.
And eat tteokbokki and enjoy it.
And avoid sesame seeds.
Unless
we weren't supposed to give that.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
Gabe and I are both allergic to sesame seeds. I don't understand the science. I'm not allergic to sesame oil. Don't know why.
Ask the doctors.
But I know, right? I told my allergist, I was like, I think I could have sesame oil. Isn't that weird? She was like, that's not weird. And I was like, oh, okay. She's like, makes a lot of sense. Never went back to her. Anyway.
Yeah. Switched insurances.
I love the disrespect of doctors. Anyway, we're not here to bash medical professionals.
Well.
Unless. I love that we got here from Celebrity President.
We did get here.
We did get here from Celebrity President. Can I ask you a follow-up to that? Which fictional president? Which actor that has played the president in any media do you think would be the best president?
Oh, wow.
Do you know what I mean by that question?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking immediately my favorite person who has played the president, and maybe this is bad, but it's I loved the guy that played the president in the show Scandal.
Okay.
Tony
Soprano.
Yeah, Tony Soprano for president. What is his name? He was the voice of Tarzan. Tony Goldwyn.
Tony Goldwyn.
He played President Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald what?
Okay.
Fitzgerald Grant. He was President Grant, which we
already had one.
But
yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot for that.
Oh, I have a good answer to this.
What's your answer?
I'm going to go all the way back on this one because I think who would be the best president also played our first president.
Okay.
If anyone's familiar with Hamilton.
And what is that?
The musical.
Mm.
If anyone's familiar with Moana, the movie musical.
Yeah.
Chris
Which he
Jackson.
also was kind of the president of their... Yeah.
He's just a natural born leader, and that's why Chris Jackson would make an excellent real-life president.
I love that.
A
I actually
real-life
do
George.
think, you know what? Chris Jackson for president.
Yeah.
He seems like a lovely guy.
Mm-hmm.
Anything I've seen of him ever, behind the scenes.
In very,
interviews,
noble roles, too.
He's wonderful.
But yeah, in real life.
He's so good.
Yeah.
In real life or in the show.
He could do it. He could do it all.
Yeah. Anyway, those are our 2024 electoral stances.
Happy Super Tuesday, everyone.
No!
I have been doing...
No!
I'm a working actor now. I have booked 2 in the past week. Monday and Thursday, I was an extra on 2 shows.
Love it.
I don't need to get into which shows because what really matters is my job.
Yeah.
And my job is on set as the great.
Hell yeah.
Who is the actor that said that? He never watched his own movies. He was like, my job's on set. I was a background actor, and I would be walking, and they would give us direction to be animated and have conversation, and I would just this is my acting debut. I would just turn to my partner, and for audio only, I'm moving my lips.
Watermelon? Are you saying watermelon?
I would just mouth different fruits the entire time.
What would your other person say to you?
Well, the other person, then as the takes kept going on, because we were both doctors in this one.
Yeah.
He was like,
it's a medical show. Start doing your research.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a medical... I don't think it is a medical show.
I'll drop little hints.
Yeah.
There might be a medical aspect, and it's not Grey's Anatomy.
Easy.
Like, we're at a food truck waiting in line, and he'd be like, hey, we have a lot of patients in there. We've been in line for hours. I'm like, yeah, with a lot of, like, animation, because the camera was there. I'm like, yeah, I know. We should really get back. I think this guy's dying there. And we'd just be, like, giggling to each other. And then there'd be a line we'd have to react to. Oh,
amazing.
That one I'll tell you off camera, because that one's funny.
That.
But once we get that footage, like, once they're posted, I want to show everyone, because I was acting in one.
He was acting. The rent was due.
They wanted us to be scared.
Oh my God.
They wanted us to be scared. I was terrified.
Terrified. That is so funny. Why were you scared? I would love to hear about this more.
I think it's actually going to spoil, like, a plot point for season 5, so I can't really say anything. My agent won't let me.
Okay.
Can
I'll end us with a
story.
just a little quick question.
Mm-hmm.
This question comes from, once again, Blakely. Shout out, Blakely.
Yes.
Is it sock, shoe, or sock, shoe?
It sounds like someone's sleeping.
Honk, shoe, or honk, me.
Oh, like putting on.
Do you put on sock, and then shoe, or do you do one sock, one shoe, and then one sock, one shoe?
Sock, shoe, only because if I did it the other way, I'd probably be a convicted felon.
I was just gonna say, even saying it made my skin crawl.
God.
Imagining putting on one sock,
and then the other one is barren.
That's
Yeah.
horrifying.
Oh my, no.
Blakely, I want to know what
What
made
are you
ask
on?
this. Oh my god, I want to hear from other people. Please let me know. If you know me personally, text me. No, hey, how you doing? No, hey, it's been a while. Unprompted, text me sock, shoe, or sock, shoe. And if it's sock, shoe, block my number.
We have problems.
Delete me off everything.
Does anyone do sock, shoe?
I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like it.
Like for sports games, when I would switch from my civilian shoes to like
civilian shoes,
either cleats
my street clothes to my basketball outfit,
I would already have my socks on.
Yeah.
Not doing sock, shoe.
Wow.
And I would do like like put the shoes in, then tie the left, then tie the right. That's the craziest I would do. That was just like a pregame ritual thing, but that's not like you're not gonna have a fully tied shoe and sock on your right leg.
That's crazy.
And then your left one is just, you got your tingers. Shout out Jag.
Tingers
you got
out.
Your tingers out.
Other foot totally shoe on. The laces are another thing that I hadn't considered.
That's what I thought.
Imagine putting on a sock and then a shoe and tying the shoe.
That's like
you have
so
a full like you're ready to go on one side. When they say put your best foot forward, one of them has a shoe on it and the other has nothing.
Oh
no. The other day, this is related to shoes a little bit.
Your best foot forward.
The best foot is the one with the shoe on. After you sock shoot. The other day, I was sitting in our acting class. Hold on.
Brooke, I'm never gonna get over that.
Don't ever. Please remember always that I'm hilarious.
Yeah.
We were sitting in our acting class the other day, and I sat up a little straighter, and I had this chill go through me. Like, you know when the roller coaster feeling?
Oh.
Where it's like your stomach is like, huh! And then you like almost are like, your palms get a little clammy when you like think like you've forgotten something. I was so sure that I had come to acting class in my slippers. I was so sure of it, and I was like, what a clown I'm gonna look like. And I had to I sat up really straight and I looked down and I was like, oh my god.
And I looked down.
Oh my god.
And one shoe was fully tied with a sock.
The other, nothing.
Naked.
Bare.
Tingers
out.
Oh my
god, it was horrifying. Like oh my god. You know that feeling like when you're doing you have to do public speaking, or it's your turn to present something in class, right?
Or before karaoke.
Or before karaoke when they say your name and you're like, yeah, whoa, and then you get all nervous for a second.
Never.
Anyway, that was exactly the feeling I had. I was terrified, and then I was like, no, I have shoes on. Or they weren't even comfy shoes. I was like, how did I think I was in slippers? They were Air Force Ones.
Well, as always, everyone, one shoe and one sock, fully on and tied.
Wow. I'm just like you. I put my sock, shoe, tie my left foot, just like the rest of you. One shoe at a time.
I do shoe first, stuff the sock around it to keep up appearances, tie the left shoe, then put on my sock, then force in a already tied shoe. I think that's the proper way.
What you meant there. You're putting your shoe into your sock?
Yeah, you
Socks on the outside? Could that be the move?
Well, no, I hope not.
Okay.
You put the shoe in, your foot in the shoe before the sock, and then just kind of tuck the sock around to make it look like you're wearing normal socks, but you're not.
Sock.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I like that.
Yeah, it's just showing the egregiosity of socks, shoes.
That's crazy. We have a friend that we met working a production job who always wears 2 pairs of socks. Shout out Ariel. Doxed on the podcast.
He what?
He came up to my desk one day in the production office.
I didn't know.
He said, "What's like a weird fact about you?"
Oh, he
and I was like, "What do you mean?" Like unprompted, of course. It's like 6 a.m.
You just need to let it out.
Unprompted, and I was like, "I don't know. Like, what do you mean?" He's like, "Well, like for me, I wear 2 pairs of socks." I was like, "All the time?" Pulls down his sock to show me another sock. I was like, "Yeah, that's wow. That is a little weird."
It's funny you say that.
Do you want to know what mine was?
Oh. What was it?
Aren't you gonna ask what mine was?
What was it, Brooke?
It was that when I'm in the car, I talk to myself out loud all the time.
And that's
Constantly.
good. That's good that you've landed on a career in podcasting.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
I should be recorded all the time. Casey and I talk about this all the time.
Then you would
Shout
love
out Casey.
Big Brother.
That we should be mic'd 24/7. I really am having trouble reconciling, and I'm so sorry to keep doing this as we're trying to end the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble reconciling us both working for reality TV at a certain point in the year, and our acting coach hating reality TV with his whole heart and soul.
Yeah, he
It's scary. I can't disappoint him.
Just you gotta tell him,
I can't tell
this is
him.
how we pay the bills.
It's a production job.
It's a production job.
What show? You've never heard of it?
You've probably heard of it.
I watch a lot of TV. Not this one. You've never seen it.
I mean, it's on in the summers.
I'm like crying. Don't make me tell you. Don't make me lie to you.
It's NCIS.
Brian, don't make me lie.
It's The Rookie
famous
on NBC.
reality show.
Yeah.
Oh no, we can't tell him it's a reality.
Yeah. No, it full circle moment.
Whoa.
So look, guys, if there's anyone in your life that you deeply respect, that teaches you a lot of stuff, that you is kind of like a role model to you, and you don't want to disappoint them, you've heard it here first, just lie. Lie to them, deny.
Exactly.
And, just don't tell the
It's
truth.
always easier.
Yeah.
It's
easier to lie, guys. And
always. I hope Jameson's not listening.
Yeah, no, we told
really
her to
hope the
stop
kids have
listening.
turned off the podcast at this point.
Yeah. We should start doing that. Just like, all right, 10 minutes in, kids, log off. It's time for adult time. And then
all right, guys, go to bed. It's time to go to bed. You know the award shows.
So the way to
where
get the
they're
most
like,
ROI.
Sweetie, go to bed. Mommy won, honey. You can go to sleep now, honey.
Mommy won her Golden Globe.
This is
Good
for
night.
you, kiddos.
It's past your bedtime. I know you're still watching.
Yeah. Monica and Josh, it's your. This is mommy. This is for you. Now go to bed. I'll see you in the morning.
If you guys are watching Mommy accept this award, I'm mad at you. Go to bed. And if you're already in bed, why weren't you watching me? No, really. You're not going to support your mother?
What are you doing? You're
what the?
Asleep?
Are you? It's my special day. I'm holding a fake award.
Oh, I'm holding a fake award. I'm not entirely sure what went on here today.
Yeah, me neither. We really bounced around. We tried ending it like 12 separate times.
Yeah.
Those make the best episode. When you hear on a podcast, when you hear, all right, we're just gonna wrap it up, and then you look and there's 20 minutes left.
Yeah. We can't be stopped.
Yeah.
Pod is life.
Pod is life. I guess we're a couple of pod heads over here.
Yeah, thank Pod for that.
Pod saved the queen. Last night we let the podcasters talk, and oh my god, we regretted it.
Oh my Pod. Oh my Pod. Welcome back, you guys.
OMP. Oh my podcast.
I don't like it.
All right, well.
I'm happy that's the note we chose to end on.
Yeah.
Really
OMP,
happy about
baby.
that. OMP. Oh, my podcast. Oh,
Yeah.
my podcast? Small Talk the Pod.
Oh,
I'm Brooke Smallson.
my podcast?
Oh, my podcast.
All right, I think we just say our names and thank you at the same time. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Brooke.
My name's Gabe Smallson. Thank you so much for watching this or listening to this podcast. And
Grossly misunderstood the prompt.
yeah. That should be maybe that's the title of the episode. Grossly misunderstood the prompt.
Misunderstood the prompt.
Yeah, I think that's got to be it, right?
It's gotta be.
Do we have anything else? Hey, do you guys have anything you want to let us know? If you want to send it to us, by the time you're listening, we'll have recorded like long before you're hearing this.
We're gonna record like 50 episodes in the next 3 hours. So
we just wear the same clothes and we just look more tired.
Yeah, every single time.
Episode 25. Hey guys.
Hey guys, welcome back.
It is a business tech pod, am I right? Haha. AI is crazy. It's not a bad idea.
It could be. Podcaster, I hardly know her. I'm Brooke Smallson.
And I'm Gabe Smallson.
Thanks for listening to Small Talk the Pod. We'll see you
ya.
next time. That was good.
What was that?
It was a Hail Mary.
What the hell was that?
It was a Hail Mary.
No, don't get up. What was that?